So I think that there are three values in the practice of sustainability that might be particularly applicable, especially when you're going about the business of graduate education. And so in the practice of sustainability, there are values such as humility. So this concept that we will always be learning more, that we don't know everything now, and that we often have to work in partnerships or in a very collaborative way to address challenges. So that spirit of humility and that value of humility is very strong in the practice of sustainability. The second one is really that the challenge of sustainability is really that ultimately you have to change behaviors. And if you work backwards from behaviors, you go from behaviors to attitudes to values. And so sustainability, there's really a challenge of recognizing these values and having people reflect on them and implement them in their daily life. And so one of those values that you really have to embrace is almost a willingness to challenge yourself, challenge those around you, challenge the way your institution is doing things. And so it's this curiosity and this spirit of always questioning and always challenging. So looking at yourself and saying, what are my practices like, and how do I benchmark compared to other people in other parts of the world? How is my institution behaving? How do we do things in my lab, in my research? How do I go about my work? So that spirit of always questioning, always being curious, always being willing to challenge what you're doing and what other people are doing, and organizations at every scale. And then the third one is really this recognition that innovation is not the purview of a few. It's really that it can arise anywhere, and that it can happen in really wonderful and unexpected ways. And so to think about really what encourages innovation, because that's what's going to be needed. And so what are the conditions that you set up to maximize the probability that that can happen? So that means that you look everywhere for it, that it may happen in children, in staff, in students, in faculty, on other campuses and other places. And so you have this heightened awareness of what you need to do, the conditions that you need to establish for innovation. And so I think that those are three values that are in the practice of sustainability that are really applicable to someone who's pursuing a graduate education.